You, Sean?
Yep.
Perfect. Okay, good evening, guys and girls. Welcome back to FTRL for our bi-weekly stream, for which it's become. We are doing weeks 5 and 6 of the 19th season of our Gran Turismo adventure, and it is myself and the wonderful Sean, aka SBY, joining me this evening. Good evening, mate.
Good evening, Aaron. How are you doing?
I'm alright, I'm not too bad. I'm looking forward to watching these back.
Good. Let's speak for yourself.
Yeah, so this should be a little bit chaotic tonight. We'll give it a minute or two just for everyone to join. I'm spoiling my qualifying position already. And what we'll do in a second, Sean, once everybody's here and we get cracking, I'll get you to go through everyone qualified and what car they're in. And you can already see the usual in first place.
There he is.
But we've got
season 19.
I know, it's crazy. So right, there'll be 4 races for us to watch tonight. So we've got Tokyo East, which is a circuit I think we've only ever done once, possibly twice. This one we're getting to. Well, this is week 5 of 8. So from this race, so into the business half of the season now. A lot of the guys have used some of their preferred cars. They've gone early. Some of them have got, some of the better ones to end the season on. And as you can see in the top right-hand corner of your screen, there is a monumental straight on this track, which I'm sure you'll see different cars working better than others down that in these races. So, right, so we've got Tokyo East. So this is from qualifying, obviously race 1. Race 2 will be the reverse grid, and then we are on to Monza in the same format for the week we've just done this past Friday. So if you want to run us through the grid, Sean.
Right, so nice little start here as I look to identify cars in the dark. So on pole, T. Smith, as you said, as per usual, and sort of championship leader going into this race. So he's followed by Captain Chubbs in second. That's a really good qualifying performance from Chubbs. He had a couple of, I wouldn't say dodgy weeks, but just going into this week, I think he had a particularly nasty sort of day out at Mount Panorama. So he'll be looking to make up some ground today. And then following Chubbs is Pagani in I believe that's the Corvette.
That's the Alpha.
It's the Alpha. Sorry.
Yeah, it's the Alpha. So I am here to kind of help with these because I kind of half remember.
Once we get out of the tunnel, it'll be easier.
Yeah.
There's not really any mistaking that car.
Nope.
So Aaron in the Suzuki, and then T. Smith 96, aka Ross, definitely in the Corvette. And then behind him is Graham in 6th place. So moving back through, Lee Cole is behind him. Then we've got Panda, Blue Flag, and then yours truly.
Oh,
look at that. I can't even remember what car I was driving, so we'll go with that.
What was you in here, Sean?
That was the Corvette. Indeed.
There we go.
Yeah. Closely following me is Beanbag and then Pete Man in 12th.
Lovely. Right, what I will do, just very quickly, driver names. I don't know why it's not. I normally have the actual gamer tags, but oh well. Right, so lap 1 of 13, as T. Smith is going to lead us down across the line. You'll see the difference in starts already with some of these cars. But T Smith in that BMW, there's a wonderful combination, as it always has been with Captain Chubbs. Is immediately going to put him under pressure in that Corvette.
And the Corvette quite good through the sort of middle range in terms of acceleration. Didn't quite reach the top speed of some of the others, but it's definitely up there.
Absolutely.
Chubbs immediately into first.
Worth mentioning as well, Captain Chubbs, Graham and Peakman all use their wild cars this week, so they're on double point weeks, those guys, so keep an eye out for those. So going in towards turn 1, which is a really tight kind of uphill right-hander, which goes on longer than you think. I've managed to sneak through. That Suzuki is a demon in a straight line, as I'm sure we will see later on. So
absolutely,
everyone's got through fairly unscathed, as this is a all complete street circuit, and we're going to see some chaos.
Only 3 wide coming up to a corner that's definitely not 3 wide. Everyone seems to have sorted themselves out just in time.
Yep.
So light touch on the brakes.
Oh my god, no one.
Wow, how about that?
Well, we will see everyone do that.
Hello, there's Mikey.
There's Mikey hitting the wall on the way out of the hard corner. Almost looks like it's sped up that they're going that fast around this track.
It's ridiculous.
T-Smith putting them under pressure. Yeah, the Suzuki was fantastic down that straight, but the rest of the lap it is horrendous. So you'll see a lot of position changes.
It just does not turn, especially through the slow corners.
Oh, it's hideous. Absolutely hideous. But no, everyone's fairly unscathed after lap 1, in towards this sort of long looping double right-hander before we come onto that main straight. Captain Chubbs forcing Ross into the wall as much as he possibly could.
A bit further back, there's a bit of a flash of the lights from the Alpha there, and made a couple of places.
I think that was that Panda.
Panda, yeah.
I think that's just on
the
normal turning. Well, I'm going to go on board with me here, just to kind of show the viewers the speed of this Suzuki.
It's not like Pagani has not had a tow here down this straight.
Yeah.
And yet.
So I'm not even in.
And also the Alpha is not slow in a straight line either.
Far from it.
Here we go.
Speed difference.
Reaping up on the inside. Almost hitting 180. And slam on the brakes. Pagani going to try and go around the outside to keep the position he is.
Yeah, but he does clip the wall because he's not as skilled as he thinks he is.
So a little bit of perhaps a mini breakaway starting to form.
Yeah.
Bit of a gap between 3rd and 4th and 5th and 6th as well.
Graham going well in the Corvette so far.
Graham, another one who absolutely shit a brick at Panorama, so he'll be hoping for a better performance.
Absolutely, he will. It's hard to keep up with all of the action on this one, just because it is just so chaotic. But we will do our best. So a little bit of he's lost the train slightly there, Sean.
Yeah, I think there were a couple of issues around the start of lap 2.
Oh, round goes Pete.
Oh, hello. Peteman's around.
I think Mike put him in the wall. Shock. Let's all just blame Mike anyway. Pagani's going to lead us down towards start lap number 3. Let's see. So Captain Chubbs is pretty close at this point, and that Corvette was fast as well. Must be said in a straight line. But just want to show everyone again the speed of which we're talking about here. So
flip forward to T Smith now. Let's see the difference in speed. 168, 169, 179, 180.
Yeah. So what I decided to do at this point was give Tom like a little bump draft to try and stay as close to Pagani as possible. If I basically started to overtake people going in towards turn 1 on every lap, all it would do is bring the rest of the group closer, because the car would not do anything other than drive down that straight.
And you can use these two now to sort of drag you around the twisty section of the track a little bit.
Yeah, absolutely. But Panda going well on P6, a little threesome there with Panda, Graham and Lee. I can think of worse places to be. And namely behind this man, FTRL blue flag. In P10. Beanbag can still see another car on lap 3, so he's going well so far. And poor old Pete. It's not the best of starts to the race, but hopefully he can drag himself back into it. And he's smashing into the wall in that Suzuki. Pagani was absolutely flying. Just put in the chat that the lap time he's just done there on lap 2, 56.5, was the best lap that he'd done all week in preparation. Captain Chubb's right up behind me. He's in lap number 3. These races do fly by. It didn't feel like it when we were driving it.
No.
Somebody's got
wide
very
there.
wide. It's T. Smith making another mistake. Flukes his way to a championship every season, but Chubb's giving me a bump drive. I was quite surprised because Chubbs just absolutely loves overtaking, even at the most inconvenient times. The bump we give T. Smith here, you can see the
See the amount you've all caught back up to Pagani as well.
It's crazy.
Ridiculous.
Poor Ross driving around on his own. He had nobody behind, nobody in front. His little group of Lee, Graham and Will. Is Lee going to make a move for it? Going towards turn 1? No, he's not. I think, to be fair, you'll probably see this, especially in this race. Everybody was trying to just maximise their position racing. So it's a little bit more attack-minded. You're starting to reel them back in a little bit now, Sean.
Yeah, they were following each other, I think, a bit closely through this section in particular, and it does slow you up because some of these corners, to take them really fast, you have to get them spot on.
Yeah.
And if you are sort of 10 feet from another car's rear bumper, that's not going to happen.
Can we talk through your car design for the week? It's a bit lively.
Yeah, it's a bit out there, isn't it?
I don't think a bit out there. It's that's attracting as much attention as Sam Smith.
Nice and visible.
Yeah. Blue flag, up beanbags. Oh, here he goes. He's lost his time now.
No, just keep an eye out, see if people can start reeling him back in.
Absolutely. Well, T. Smith has overtaken Pagani.
Well, that.
Chubbs has got past me, unsurprisingly. So T. Smith is going to take us into lap number 5. As your race leader, Pagani will be right there with him.
Gets in first.
Yeah. What's going on?
BMW's not the quickest in a straight line, so.
No, absolutely not. You're pretty close to Panda now. I suppose at this point it's quite frustrating for you because he was in slipstream when you were probably just outside it.
Couldn't quite get back there. Didn't quite have the pace overall, to be honest.
Yeah. Let's go and see. I was trying to push Chubbs along, quite literally.
See that working. Quarter of a second purple. First sector.
Well, Chubbs was a couple of times he had like one specific braking point for turn 1 and didn't sort of factor in slipstream or pushes or anything. So a couple of times he just absolutely lost it and threw himself into that wall in turn 1. But no, this was more like a tactical race. I think for the few of us that were fortunate enough to be here. It was just so hard at this point. I remember just at this point in the race, as soon as I got past me, I was thinking to myself, I can't do anything about it. I know it looks like I'm going along alright there, but it was really horrible trying to drive this and try and stay in touch. The Chubbs was purple at this point, so I was thankful he was going at that sort of speed.
Yeah, I think this is why a lot of people applied for the Suzuki when we did Blue Moon, because you didn't have to worry about such inconveniences as corners.
Yeah, I think the biggest issue I had was with car selection was up until the first couple of weeks. I thought to myself, I'm going to really try and push Tom this season and see if I can get anywhere with it. And I was like, I don't want to just pick the same cars as him every week, so that's why I sort of chose to not go Suzuki at Blue Moon and blah blah blah. I unfortunately the bar first antic where I didn't actually touch Ross, but I ended up waiting for him thinking that I had.
So it cost you a little bit.
Yeah. Peterman has got past Beanbag.
There you go.
And here is the front four. There's Chubbs, of course, going for the overtake. So it weren't too bad for me at this point because I thought, I could just kind of sit there and Chubbs overshooting that turn one.
Yeah.
I'm going to go on board with me for a lap here and just so you can watch this because I think this was quite a spiky lap from memory.
It looks like it's shaping up to be. Neither of them in front giving up.
I'm fairly sure
I'll
make a really shocking mistake in a minute as well, I think.
No one's going to back out here. T-Smith backs out at the last second. Holds it through the S's there, nicely done. And now this right-hander, I think for some cars you can take a flat house. This one you definitely can't.
There we go.
There we go, there it is.
Just with the dirty air in this car,
yeah.
It was horrendous. Look how far away they've got.
Yeah, that's just it. That's why this is, this is more of a tactical track than anything else because you just got to have your strategy in place because just one mistake like that costs you a lot of time.
It must be said as well, the way Pagani was driving like qualifying laps every single lap in this race, it was really impressive and annoying. A very strong exit here. Now let's just stay on board going down towards turn one, then we'll check back in with the little battle behind. We're about halfway through. Race number 1 of 4 tonight. Here we go. Starting to pick him up now. And that's just reeling him in.
Game.
Look at the push.
Give him another one just for the braking zone, that's it.
Yeah. Try and throw him off his game. Chubbs overshooting turn 1 again.
There he goes. Ooh,
So I remember
chaos.
small bits of excrement came out at that point, thinking he was going to rejoin in a really horrible place. But there's our resident Geordie just flying up the road. I think normally if you was to trade, watching this race now, if you traded where Tom and Pagani are, this is normally what happens. Tom's normally just that little bit further ahead, and then there's a couple of us just behind. Kind of Ross as stable as ever.
We've certainly got a few people competing now though, as we'll see.
Yes. I'll see what you did there. There we go.
Intriguing. Stick around.
We don't go anywhere. Everyone that's watching, please do like the stream. Even if you don't like the stream, please do like the stream. It's mucho appreciated. And what I will say is there a little bit of half-breaking news-ish to a degree, exciting news. There's a possibility, I'm not going to say a definite, there's a possibility we may have a rather large FTRL-based announcement this week that even the other FTRL lads don't have a clue about. It's literally just me. So there is a strong chance we might have a rather juicy announcement, if not this week, maybe the one after. And I stress to you wholeheartedly, it is only me that knows about this. So fingers crossed we'll have something nice and juicy to report that may get everyone a little bit excited. So we shall see.
Columning it's semi-hard already.
Yeah. Just trying to go with the closest battle on track so we won't go to Mike. I think, unfortunately, it's this little cluster of these front few here. Because these guys, Lee and Panda were there. Have you fallen off a little bit there, Sean?
Yeah, I don't know what I was doing. That's fast. Well, put it this way, that was my fastest lap last lap, and it's a 1:58. So it just was not happening.
I can totally sympathise.
Like too much practice.
Yeah, I can totally sympathise because just seeing those little group of cars ahead. I know I'm in it this bit here at this point, but It was so horrible because I just couldn't do anything about it. It was just. We'll go and see Panda and Lee. I know Panda thinks had a slight mistake there somewhere. It's a weird one because it's close, but this one's more like an actual race, isn't it? The reverse grids are just chaos. On board with Chubbs. Although what I will stress is this race is not over for those that are watching.
Think about how much more interesting Formula 1 would be if they did a reverse grid every other race.
Oh no. I mean, all you'd get is Max Verstappen just smashing everyone out of the way.
That's
and
true.
then moaning at his engineer, becoming even more unlikable.
Very true. Red Bull engineering team, the world's most patient people.
I'd love to see how Ferrari manage that because it involved an actual kind of strategy.
Well, they'll just give him a series of questionnaires for him to answer, which would only enrage him further. Yeah, good example here. I mean, Chubbs is motoring, but it's just no way of catching up.
Yeah.
Down the straight. You have to rely on the guys ahead of you making some sort of mistake in order to catch up.
So what you're all seeing here as well is the actual true colours of T. Smith. Like, he's not actually that fast. He just, every single week, he sort of throws his toys out the pram and threatens to leave if we don't sort of push him to the front. It's, yeah. It's about time we aired the truth.
That's not possible, is it?
That's very committed from Chubbs through there.
4 distinctly separate changes of direction mid-corner.
Yep.
It's quite impressive.
Graham putting Ross under some pressure in the back of the Corvettes. My teammate versus Tom's teammate.
What was that little group has spread out a bit now.
Yeah.
Lee a bit further back and Panda another second or so back down the road.
Are you quite close to Panda here? Yeah.
Yeah, didn't manage to catch back up.
Keep an eye on that one. T. Smith has reeled Pagani back in. Pagani's got defensive early. Is he in slipstream? He looks like he's close.
Must be. Yeah, he's got to be.
It's very, very close if he's not. See if this helps. Bang it. There you go. The puff of smoke.
So the speed difference. The speed difference.
His rev counter at the bottom.
Yeah. The damage isn't on.
Yeah, his rev counter at the bottom going mad. Pagani's only just realised that Ross's livery is an inverted beige version of mine. Yeah, so had you spotted that, by the way? If you go on board with Graham, so wrong time, sorry Graham.
Yeah, it's in both now.
Yeah, so you can see him there. So what Ross did was Ross downloaded my livery and edited it out. But what he's done is he's put Gala rather than Taylor across his windscreen.
Classic.
And he's put the number 11 upside down. Again. On the side of the car, and he's beiged it out.
Classic banter.
Yep, here we go. So, to be fair, I only noticed about 5 minutes before we started, I think, and I found that incredibly funny. Yeah, so I've made some error somewhere, and Tom has got past Pagani. All of a sudden, Tom's just become really fast. Pagani's just said in the chat, with that kink onto the straight, Tom couldn't get across there about sliding, so that kept him out of slipstream until I hit him about 500 miles an hour. Let's see if Chubbs worked with me. I can't remember.
Is he going to give you another push, or is he fed up right now?
It seems unlikely.
To be honest, he's probably not getting past that easily. We have the push. Okay, fair enough.
let's go for the push. So you can see that the top 4 covered by a couple of seconds with 3 racing laps to go. Pagani putting Tom under some pressure. Pagani going for the move early. Doesn't want to try and create the gap. Tom tries to swipe at him and take him out. Can we all just remember the act of violence from T. Smith there, where he's tried to take out Pagani, because we'll see, possibly, at least there's a repeat occurrence over the course of the season. Yeah, these two are just absolutely steamed ahead now for the final couple.
T. Smith getting Pagani a push round the corner there.
Yep. Just going to check in with the guys behind. Graham managed to get past Ross.
On.
Yeah. Battle of the Corvettes. Lee, Panda and yourself, Sean. Getting quite
Still
close.
hanging on.
Yep. Blue flag. Pete and Mike, bless them, they're a little bit in no man's land in this one. But they'll be in a good starting position for the next race. So, and the next race is a cracker from what I can remember. Pagani's got back past Tom. Yeah, the Alfa Romeo really surprised me around here. I debated using it myself, but I didn't think it was going to be as quick as what it actually was.
Yeah, it's a complete change from using it in GT Sport. Obviously, I know that's a while ago, but it used to be, the handling car.
Yeah.
So when I saw it pop up, I thought, well, that's the car for Brands Hatch in week 7.
Yeah, absolutely. But I thought the exact same thing.
Absolutely, went out and tested it, and well, it goes very fast and doesn't really turn slow corners that well. So,
are you going to work with Will here?
Let's have a look and see. No.
You're close enough.
It might be the case here where I come out of the slipstream trying to get past and don't necessarily have the pace.
So you just decided to go side by side.
Yeah.
There we go.
The pace and just go back in.
Because you say you were very, very close there to being able to get into that little pack. I'll keep an eye on that. 2 laps to go. Pagani is in the lead from T. Smith. Created a nice little gap for himself. On losing Chubbs, who's closing in on Tom. So we'll stay with these front runners. Do forgive me, stream. I will always just try and stay with the closest battles on track. Yeah, Tom really closes Pagani down for that middle part of the track.
Yeah.
It's impressive when you watch it like this, isn't it? How fast they're going with just 0 mistakes. And before someone smashes a wall in a second.
Yeah.
Oh, is Tom having a look? Just showing Pagani that he's there. I think, did I struggle to get the caster? Yeah, I remember that bit. However, that should give him quite a nice run.
Everyone should sort of close up here, coming into the final lap.
Oh, here we go. So Graham's pulled away from Ross. He's made a mistake. And then Lee, Panda, and yourself, Sean. Oh, it's going to be spicy last lap. Go on board with the leaders. Pagani will take us over the line to start lap number 13. T. Smith has got it all to do. And he's not got any favours. Oh, look at the speed.
There it goes.
I apologise, Chubbs. Look at the gap as well straight away. If I remember rightly, I think Chubbs was very close to me here as well in a second.
Let's watch for the braking points. There it is. Gets it right that time.
Too bad. Let's check in with the guys behind. Oh, look at that.
Oh, hello. Panda's managed to get himself out in front somehow. Speed of the Alpha. And now it is all hotting up.
And Lee goes through. Ross makes it 3 wide.
3 wide now. Not the place.
Here comes Sean, 2 by 2.
Panda had coming into the left-right.
Oh, it's a massive smash.
It's the wall.
Oh,
It's
it's absolute chaos.
And somehow everybody ends up in the same order they were before, almost. Ross just drops a place.
Let's go and check in. I'm side by side with Chubbs with a couple of corners left to go. And T. Smith has got to do something. We'll keep an eye on this one heading towards the final corner, but it
Just
looks like it's going to be Pagani if he can just navigate these couple of corners correctly. Oh, Tom with a big slide.
Slide out.
Me and Chubbs side by side.
You know there's only one winner here.
Well, did you say that though? But the Suzuki was
behind.
The Suzuki was quicker. Oh, lead down the outside of Will. Is Will going to switch back? I've got it all to watch. And Pagani's going to cross the line. T. Smith's going to come second. Me and Chubbs
very close.
just edge it. P5 for Graham on his wildcard week. Oh, Will's just got past Lee, heading to the line.
Edging ahead.
Yeah, the Alpha gets it done. Nice job from Panda. Lee 7th, Sean 8th, Ross 9th, Blue Flag 10th, Pete 11th, and everyone can have a toilet break because Mikey will be a little while yet.
Interesting race.
Yeah, it was. It was a good way to end. Like I said, it was very, very tactical.
Yeah. Of course, the next race will be anything but, at least at the start.
Absolutely. So, what we do know is obviously that Mikey will be on pole, Peterman second, and Blue Flag, the notorious bastard to overtake, will be starting in P3. So, by my normal logic, if Blue Flag doesn't care about overtaking people, he's more bothered about defending, I'm sure he'll let the top two run away and just try and hold on to third for his dear life.
It has been Mikey's prerogative in the past to lead at least some laps in race 2.
Yep. But unfortunately, what people don't know is that Mikey decides to completely put himself down. During those second races when he's leading, he'll just sit there and just slag himself off until he makes a mistake. I'm concerned this has crashed.
It's looking likely.
The downside is if I have to restart my game, I have to restart the stream.
Let's see. Let's give it a
second.
Minute.
Come on, Gran Turismo.
You have to restart the whole stream.
Yeah, because I'm not doing it from PC. I'm just doing it through the PlayStation.
Oh yeah, probably won't let you, would it? Let's see.
It's looking likely, isn't it?
Gran Turismo is still delivering after all these years.
It's broken. Right. I will restart the game. I will restart the stream immediately. Please, everybody, just refresh in a matter of seconds, and we shall be back for race 2 of Tokyo. I do apologise.